you apart.
National lockdown.
The Lockdown Companion.
Huh?
Welcome! Dude, my headphones aren't fitting today.
Really? I wonder
Yeah.
why. You look
What?
comfy though.
Oh, I feel comfier than I've been in a long time. But my
That's the
headphones,
comfiest I've
my
ever seen your
headphones
head.
aren't. My headphones aren't that comfy though.
How long you had that thing on for?
What? Oh,
The helmet?
I just saw on the camera. I forgot.
Did you?
Oh, that's why That's why the headphones don't fit. 1 second, let me just sort that out.
Oh,
Oh man, that's the problem. I'm gonna put a hat on because, you know.
well, you've had that
That's the-
helmet on for what, 3 weeks? So maybe you got head hair.
Yeah,
Hat hair.
exactly.
Helmet hair.
Yeah, dude. I never take it off. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I never take it off.
I tell you what, actually, you know, I'm a hat wearer myself. You know, beanies, hats, any sort of headwear, really.
Yeah,
Not a bad looking thing to put on your head and just use around town. Maybe you can go out for dinner. You can always just wear that helmet, and people are going to think you're gnarly. You know, you look cool. So it's a win-win, I think, with those things.
so you just run it.
Just run it.
Just run it the whole time. Just helmet
Who
on.
says you need a bite to wear a helmet? Who says, like, why?
Yeah, you don't need to. Do you know half the time people wear gym stuff? I don't think they're actually Going to
Exactly.
the
Maybe
gym.
there's a trend there, dude. Maybe there's a trend.
start
Yeah.
wearing bike wear.
People do it with 5'10" shoes, I guess. People wear 5'10s all the
true.
time as, like, normal shoes. So
That is true.
I reckon you should start that little trend, dude, with
I've
that,
actually-
with the helmet.
Yeah, I've actually got knee pads on right as we speak now.
You actually have.
I actually have, yeah.
Oh, you live the dream, man. You live the dream.
Knee pads on a 2:00 Tuesday afternoon.
So, just to go back there, that helmet, man. Cool campaign.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best campaigns I've seen in a while.
Bloody good, isn't it? It is bloody
Really good. It looked like it was super fun as well.
Yeah, it was. It was. There's actually a funny story at that campaign. But look at the helmet first.
Sexy
I'm
helmet.
stoked with it. Like the graphics
Yeah.
on
And
it.
is that one that someone can buy? Like, they can just go and grab that one?
I just think
nice.
that thing looks so trick. I'm still a kid. I just still love Troy Lee stuff. And
Yeah.
I know I'm paid to say it now, but it's real. The love is real.
Well, it's
Can
funny
I show
'cause
you how
we
real it is?
Yeah. Please. Oh, wow. That's an OG.
That's a Troy Lee Edge helmet.
Oh, wow.
How sick is it?
That's,
So that's
cool.
where it all started. So we've gone from that to that. In fact, I've got the whole collection. There's A1, A2. Well, Edge, A1, A2, A3.
Dude, and I'll rep the D2, I think that is, just here.
There you go, yeah. Oh, the D2. See, it's funny. I always, normally when a new one comes out, like the D2 is a perfect example. Like the D2, I ran for years and I was just like, you can't improve it. It's simply not possible. And your eyes get so used to it. D3 came out and I was like, for approximately 3 seconds, I was like, I like the D2. And with the A3, I haven't really had that. I've just put it on and loved it straight away. Like the
Really?
A2 looks old to me already. Which is weird,
Wow.
isn't it? It's funny how it all I don't know. It's funny how your reaction to things. It's hard to design things for the future, isn't it?
Totally. Yeah, really hard. Yeah, no doubt. Mate, big fan of the brand as well. I know we spoke about it off air. We were chatting about it in the week a little bit about Troy Lee and how just rad it is for you to ride for them. And it got me thinking as well, man. I used to go to Speedway when I was a kid. And at the track shop, they used to sell Troy Lee stickers.
Sick.
And dude, every week I'd just go and look at them and be like, oh, look at that one. Oh my God. And I remember the first time going to Troy Lee's in Corona, like the head HQ. And it was just the sickest place to go. Like, if anyone ever fancies going there, if you're from America listening, or you travel to California for some reason, like, for sure, go check out Troy Lee's
amazing, isn't it?
shop, because it's just like a museum, isn't it?
Yeah, so cool.
So sick. But yeah, massive fan of the brand, dude. Amazing
Yeah.
to see him do such cool campaigns, and obviously to see you and the boys and whatnot involved is really cool, actually.
Yeah, it was rad. So for Actually, talking about old stuff, Deeks came over my parents the other day. We were doing something, and what was I talking about? Yeah, we went through my old shed of bikes.
No way.
And he posted a load of pictures of stuff just as a joke because he says these forums. You know what he's like with Facebook selling stuff. And he posted up a picture of an old Taser bike that I had when I was younger. And just the number of people that I've got messages off that want to buy. Like, retro bikes are such a thing, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I didn't realise it's like a part of... I've never really... I don't know, I guess... Yeah, I guess
I've never really had an
ride
interest in it,
bikes.
to be honest.
No,
I'm just like, that's old. Where's the new one?
Yeah, a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I think yeah, totally. But it made me laugh.
I've been doing it a little bit with motocross bikes at the moment, though, because I'm fancying a motocross bike again.
Are you?
Yeah, and my friend, not really our friend, Jace at Gypsy Tales launched this thing called the Mid 2K bike build. So people are buying bikes from the 2000s and doing them. And then I watched Twitch just put a video out this morning where he got hold of this like old CR250 and it just looks insane now. And I'm like, trying to find one, dude. But I think everyone's doing the same thing. Everyone's buying these bikes, and you know they're not a cheap thing to get. It's not like, oh yeah, I'll just grab one of those for £1,000. You can't get one. They just don't exist.
So what bikes are they? That's 2000s.
Yeah, so he's doing like the mid 2K build off. So it's 2004, 5, 6, something like that.
Interesting. I think I've got an 02 KTM.
Have you?
SX125, yeah.
Oh, dude, the perfect bike to do. So he's got him, and a lot of people seem to be doing it right now. They're sort of stripping these bikes back down and rebuilding them and putting fresh stuff on. And
that's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, really cool. So I've been lusting for a little bit of that recently, but I literally can't find one.
Really? There you go.
Don't exist.
What? Because what has moved on? So obviously the motor itself. Yeah. I mean, this is bad. This is revealing how little I know, but
same with me, because I don't really follow the tech of it too much anymore. But...
and like, because think how crazy the geometry change has been since then.
Yeah.
With bikes, like if you look at like that bike that we found in my parents' shed. If you look at that and you build it up, it would just look insane. It's got tiny wheels, steep head angle, like your feet touch the front wheel when you pedal. Like it's just tiny. Things so small. Like, has that happened with moto?
Doesn't look like it. Again, wheel size are the same. I guess they've got a little bit lighter. The major thing with the moto stuff is everything's electric start now, which you'll probably notice if you watch any Supercross or anything like that. There's no kicking the bike over at the start line anymore. It's just push a button and off you go. Other than that, like you said, geometry doesn't change too much. Like you'll see, even if you watch, like even Twitch's latest thing, that's probably a 2004 CR250 with some fresh plastics on. It looks like a brand new bike.
Yeah.
There is no noticeable change.
Kind of cool, isn't it?
It is cool because it's sort of one of those things that people used to, especially when I was riding, take the piss out of. Every year a new bike comes out and the changes would be so minuscule. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, we've updated the graphics, and you're like, what else? Oh yeah, we've gone like, an extra click on the suspension or whatever it might be. It's like, it's literally nothing. And I feel like it's done that for years. And I might be wrong. I'm probably off on that because I don't follow it too close with the tech side. But
I mean, think how much in MTB, how much everyone bangs on about sizing this, sizing that, and now we're making bikes as long as step ladders, and now that's the thing. And like, how funny it is that every size is one size fits all. A moto, there's no. I guess the answer is they've got a long seat, and you can have high and low seat foam.
True. Yeah, you can. You can lower a little bit, so you put a lowering link on the rear suspension if you really have to. But again, a lot of people don't even do that. They just use like starting blocks. If you can't touch the floor.
Ricky Carmichael was way too small for his bike, wasn't he?
Yeah,
think about it, one of the best of all time. It's like...
exactly. And it's weird. Like you'd never see someone riding that was too small on a downhill bike, really, or a mountain
totally,
bike.
Yeah.
You'd be like, my bike's too small for you.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
Or too big for you, either way. Yeah, it's strange. I never really thought about it like that. But yeah, it's weird. So
it's interesting.
I have been lusting for something like that.
Really? What would it be? What would be your one? What would be your
Mate,
bike?
the last motocross bike I actually physically owned, I think, was a YZ125. I think that'll have been a 2008, I think. So
nice.
It's a long time ago, man. Time goes fast.
Was that around a switch to 4-stroke.
Yeah, well, I had 4 strokes before, then I went back to a 125.
Oh,
just
okay.
because it was fun more than
Yeah.
anything. And
So
again,
when-
I was out in the States, the tracks were better. It was just
Yeah.
it was more fun just to jump on a 125. So I think I'd go like YZ125, something like that.
Dude, you still haven't shown me the footage of you at Sheffield Supercross. And
Yeah, it's on a VHS.
Yeah, well, can you not just film the screen? I'd love to see it.
I need to put it into a VHS to film it.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, who has a VHS anymore? Like,
Oh, bugger. Yeah, so if any of the listeners have a VHS they want to just post to Davey, that'd be great, because then we can...
don't say that, because you know that they'll be coming.
It's like the textbook thing that you want to get rid of as well, isn't
Yeah.
it? You've got it sat under the TV getting dusty.
Oh, you'll take it. Just drop it off round there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the listeners are pretty hectic on this thing recently, so shout out to everyone. Like, Deeks messaged me in the week and was like, how many people have listened to this? There's a lot of people messaging me.
Mate, it's so funny. How good was that? That's still blows me away that we witnessed the moment where we realised that he had taken money for a picture of his feet. Insane. I've had a lot of foot messages since. I've had probably 5 people messaging me offering me money for my feet. I think a
Really?
lot of them are jokes, but it's hard to tell what is a joke and what isn't. And actually,
Totally.
do you know what changed? Someone offered me 100 and something quid for a picture of my feet. I mean, how is a lockdown companion mountain bike podcast turned into foot fetish? But like, I got the message, and it made it as soon as it made it real. You know, I don't know if that person was probably joking, but as soon as I was thinking about it as if it was real.
Yeah.
150 quid doesn't seem a good deal. It seems too creepy. Like, it all just
Who
seems
don't you
too
think's
creepy.
getting a good deal? You or the person asking?
I don't know. I just the actual. You know, like you run through these things in your mind, and you don't think of them as actually the practical, the actual real life version of you fulfilling this task, which is you scrunching your toes, showing your face, and then giving
Yeah.
someone PayPal details or whatever. Like, it's all just too weird. Like, when
It
it
is weird,
becomes
dude.
real, it's weird.
Fair play to Deeks, you know, he did it, he got the 50 quid in the bank, but then he didn't go down the full route of doing the face, so, you know, at least he had a cut-off point.
Dude, he's one of the porn success stories. He's in and out, he's taken his money, he's got out of there. Good to see. Well done, Deke.
Great to see.
Great
Really
to
great.
see.
Really, really great. Oh, it's the funniest thing, man. That could be one of my moments of all time. There's a moment where he looks at you and he's deciding whether he should tell you or not, and it's the funniest thing. It's like,
But like, that wasn't set up. That's what I love about this shit. It's so stupid, but it wasn't like, that wasn't discussed. Well, obviously, because how would you even bring that into normal conversation? But
yeah, I don't actually know how we even got onto that, to be honest.
fuck knows.
But we did.
We'll just find a way of getting onto some subjects, don't we?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny, man. Fair play to him, mouth being so open and honest. You know, you have to, you know, oftentimes people come on this thing and they talk about dark moments of their life, you know, maybe depression and stuff, but Deeks' thing was just selling pictures of his feet on the internet.
Hey, do you know what else I thought about? Because I know I rip him for always telling the marine story, but obviously it's a big part of his life. And when we were talking about it, I was actually like, dude, how old were you when this actually happened? So he was 21 when he was on a rooftop in Afghanistan with a machine gun in a gunfight.
Yeah.
Like, just think about what, for me anyway, when I was 21, I had no business doing anything. I was a complete, you know, I was a
with you.
child.
I'm with
Like,
you.
you just think about like it's quite something. He's yeah,
Yeah, you grow up fast, I bet, doing that stuff.
yeah, dude, absolutely, yeah.
I know it's slightly different, but when you think about going back to the war, like World War One and Two, when kids were signing up, they were lying about their age so they could go fight. I mean, dude, like you said, I had no business doing anything like that when I was 15, 16, 14, whatever. Couldn't do it now, so...
No, exactly. Definitely couldn't do it now.
Couldn't do it now. Yeah, you're right, though. It's a big thing, man. Big thing going
a
and
big
doing
thing.
that. It's respect to anyone who's been in the forces and fought for our country and stuff. It's
Yeah, too right.
no matter what you think about it, it's a tough thing to go and do for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever your views are on it, it's
I think-
regardless, it's tough, isn't it?
Definitely, and I feel like out of a lot of the guests and stuff that I've even had on this podcast, giving someone like Deeks the platform to talk about that stuff was really interesting. And you know, that episode's really old now, but I think it was maybe the first time Deeks had done a podcast. Probably was, but it was probably the first time he'd ever told that story of getting shot. and also like just told his full story. Because at face value, a lot of people will probably go, "It's just shouting oi oi," like it's just. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll admit that. Like at face value, you might be like, what is this guy? Like, what's he all about? Like, but then when you learn the story about Ben and what he's come through and how he looks at his life, interesting, super interesting guy.
Absolutely.
Much respect for him.
Too right.
Because I met
100%.
the first time I met Ben was at Steel City Race in Sheffield, and it was before the podcast or anything like that. And I did think, what a dickhead! Like he was just loud. He was typical ex-army guy, I guess. Sort of, he was drinking heavy in an after party and stuff like that. And I was like, I just didn't get it. And then as I've got to know him a little bit better, and I don't know him that well, but a little bit better, you do sort of understand. Like, okay, like. It all sort of makes sense.
Yeah, context is important, isn't it? I mean, when you actually hang out with him and spend time with him, you realise why he's got this sort of like approach to life. There's actually a lot more to it, isn't there? It's a lot more than just oi oi. It is also just that, but
it's a big part. It's a very big part of it.
Yeah, there is more to it. Yeah, I don't know. Great
cool.
dude. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, again, amazing that he came on here and was so open and honest with us. I can't quite believe it. So
yeah, I know, but that's it. That's his talent, isn't it? That's what he's good at, man. He is what he is. It's Deeks, the man.
Yeah. So I wanted to set a little challenge as well for us. Try and get the listeners involved in this thing too. So arguably, for me, like one of the best marketing campaigns I've seen in the last few years, as well as the A3. The focus beat your screen time thing. It was a little bit all over the place last time because of lockdown, and then they were like, oh no, do it, don't do it. But this time it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
Have you seen the app as well?
I have seen the app, yes.
How good is it?
Really good. Scary.
Makes it easy. It doesn't. Yeah, I know, right? It makes it easy because it means that you don't have to have Strava or you don't have to have this or that necessarily.
Yeah.
You can actually. Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about it last night that I'm gonna give this one a really good shot.
Yeah.
And really try and get away from my screen because I found myself on that phone a little bit too much recently.
Yeah.
I don't know what my screen, but I was going to suggest maybe we could check our screen time and then see where we're at in a week and then see how far we can get it down. And then
let's do it. Weirdly, I'm really aware of my screen time because it got so high when I broke my ankle.
Yeah.
Like it was just through the roof when I did that, and I get the notification things through, and I always actually click on them and pay attention.
Oh, cool.
So I'm at 3 hours at the minute.
Oh yeah,
like nearly dead on. Yeah, which is it is still a huge amount of. If you think that how much time there is in a day, 3 hours looking at that fucking rectangle, man.
It's true, man.
Serious,
it's true.
It's a lot of time.
Where do you know where you find it again?
Yeah, it's. 1 second,
So,
I'll find it for you.
so I was thinking that I mean the focus thing doesn't kick off until the 5th of April.
Yeah.
But that gives you a bit of time to start being aware of it, a bit of time to start practicing.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Yeah.
And just, I reckon, for anyone listening, it's easy to sign up and you can, well, we'll go through it in a sec, but basically it's going to last for 28 days. So it's from the 5th of April through to the 2nd of March.
3 hours.
3 hours. How did you get there?
Settings.
Yeah.
And then if you go in settings, underneath settings it says search. And I typed in screen time. So I actually don't know how. Oh, it is there. It is on the main page.
Screen time, there it is. Okay.
There it is, yeah.
Alright, so my daily average is at 2 hours 44 minutes.
Good man. Dude, these are not problem screen times, but there's still a lot of your life spent looking at a thing that you don't really want to be looking at, so.
Yeah, I'd rather spend 2 hours 44 minutes doing something else, that's for sure. So, how about then we check where we're at next week? So you're at 3 hours.
I mean, right now I'm smashing my screen time. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm biking and I'm...
Oh, you mean you're doing well?
Yeah. I'm beating my screen time by a lot at the minute because I love biking at the moment.
See, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me because I'm in the mix of like a pretty hectic work schedule at the moment. But I'm going to really try. And I was thinking about it last night when I saw all the focus stuff come out again. I was like, right, this is my time to shine. Like, I'm going to give this a really good go. And I hope that people out there join us. So it'd be cool if everyone listening could maybe just grab a screenshot and then we'll of where you're at right now, and then every week let's just check in, and people can say, look, I've got it down. Again, we come up with some tips on how you can not be spending too much time on your phone. So one thing I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and set a little bit of a timer when I go on my phone of 10 minutes.
Okay.
So you can go on it in 10-minute blocks. So
why don't you get safe like Duncan Chalk?
Dude, you imagine the state of that safe right now? I bet he's fucked that thing up. I bet he's like...
Reciprocating sort of.
No, I'm going to go with just the classic sort of just mind over matter and just try and not be near it and stuff like that. Because it has got me again recently a little bit, and I'm spending a lot of time on it.
Yeah, I think if
again,
you was a
it's
low
not all
screen
bad,
time
but-
guy, because you've always had like rules and targets and stuff for that stuff, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good with it, but
Yeah.
could be a lot better, you know? Could be a lot better. So, but yeah, I think everyone should definitely register for the Focus thing. It starts on the 5th of April. You can register now. Up for grabs, there's some holidays to Girona.
Is there? I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude.
I
Where's
knew about
Girona?
the app. The app's...
I
Where
have
is it?
never heard of that place in my entire life.
I thought it was Italy.
Oh, really?
Let me have a look. We're revealing ourselves as...
I saw it and I was
It's
like,
in
that's a
Spain.
typo. Is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go. Who doesn't want to go to Spain? And all you have to do is ride your bike and not be on your phone.
Yeah. Exactly.
What an amazing opportunity. That's really cool. So
That is
again,
cool.
I love that. I genuinely, I'm not just saying it. Like I love a marketing sort of
100%
exercise like that because it's all positive for everyone
Yeah.
involved. You know,
And it's what I think Focus do well because they're all bikers. You know?
Yeah,
But obviously
keep
I'm
going.
going to say that. I ride for them, blah, blah, blah. But it is... they are good at it.
it's
Don't
good.
don't tell them that, though, because they'll get all cocky.
They don't listen anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, super cool. So yeah, go. There'll be a link in the show description, so you can sign up. You can get the app, and the app basically tracks how much time you're spending on your phone and how much time you are out riding. So I'm going to give it a good shot.
And
You know,
it
you've got to
knows.
try and do 28 hours, haven't you? I think in 28 days.
28 hours and 28 days.
Yeah, so an hour a day.
Hour a day of riding.
Yeah. I think that's what.
Wait.
Dude.
No,
I mean,
'cause
you're
your
like,
screen
what?
screen time's 2 hours 40. So surely you've got to do that.
Oh, but do they not set their own?
I don't know. You've got.
I
To do
don't
2
know.
hours
I
40.
think
you've
it-
got to do 2 hour 40 ride, dude. And
What,
you're gonna
every
have-
day?
Yeah, and you're gonna have calls coming in. Rah, 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 and you're gonna be like, "Oh."
Where are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need our pants. And I'm like,
Now, because I'm
"Yo."
smashing my screen time
Yeah.
really hard at the minute, like really
That's brilliant.
hard.
Good.
Yeah. Does
But
that
why is
mean?
it 3 hours then?
Well, what I'm. Yeah, I know. Well, it doesn't matter. I spend loads of time on my bike, so I'm still.
Oh,
smashing
okay.
it.
You mean you're probably riding for 5, but you're on your phone for 3?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Does
Got
that
you.
mean I've got 2 hours where I could up my screen time a little bit? You know.
Yeah, you got some in the bank,
get
really. Yeah, you can watch a
scrolling.
film or
Yeah. I know, right?
you set that OnlyFans account up. You can do it.
Yeah, my foot account. Yeah.
Athlete's foot.
So ridiculous.
Oh dear. Yeah, get it set up, man. Get it set up.
Will do. Get on it. What have you been up
Got
to,
it.
dog?
I mean, other than destroying the bathroom and then getting builders
Yeah,
coming around.
where are you at with it now?
Yeah, got a guy coming over in a bit to just do the final pricing job on the new bathroom. So it's turned in from it's gone from basically a leaking tap to a new bathroom. It's escalated.
And dude, he has seen you a mile off. You're getting Barry Bellend tax
Big
on
time.
there.
And you know what he spotted
"Oh."
as well? You know what he spotted as soon as he came in? He spotted the pipe that I had to bodge together after I flooded the bathroom with the bidet. And he was like, that's not right. Who's done that? And I was like, oh, I don't know, man. It was like that when we moved in. And I'm nothing to do with that.
He didn't claim it. You got bidet in your bathroom then?
No, I
The
fitted
ones
one.
that you
and
were
then,
going to import, the butt sprayers.
yeah, I fitted one and it ended up flooding the bathroom and ruining the kitchen.
I'm worried about that as well.
Why have you got one?
You know I've got butt sprayers in every bathroom, yeah. 2
Have you?
bathrooms, but... Dude, of course, yeah. I did
way.
did both the bathrooms in here, and I got the... Like, as in a hose.
The universal one?
Yeah, you spray your butt with. Incredible. Puts a spring in your step. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to fit one outside, the Hydra shot, I reckon, and just stand in front of that with like a trigger on it. Just give myself some... Yeah.
Clean your ass outdoors.
literally clean it outdoors, some sort of like home colonic every time you go to a bathroom, just like jet it out there.
See, I've got different water pressures in each of my bathrooms. So one's like a beginner one. So if you're not familiar with the butt jet wash, you'd go in one bathroom, and then the one by my bedroom is powerful, dude.
Is it?
Yeah,
Have you actually got them then? Have you got the universal ones that fit on, or have you got the actual a toilet with it built in?
Plumbed in mains. It's just a hose with a sprayer. It's just like you have in Asia. So I've always wanted them because I hate because for the reason that if I got poo in my face, then I wouldn't rub it with a piece of paper and be okay with that. You know?
I know, dude. I know.
You know?
I'm with you. But yeah, I'm with you 100%. My issue is that I can't do it because I plumbed it in and it fucking flooded the house.
Are you going to get one put in this time?
I wasn't going to, but I am now.
Yeah, you got to, dude. Just Amazon.
Yeah.
Just get. I can't remember what they're called. They're called something because it's something religious, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is.
Sort of.
No, it is. You can get like a douche. It's called a douche, I think. It's like an upside down water bottle with like a scoop on it, and you can give it that.
Yeah, I'm not up for that. I like mains pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of them you can also plumb hot and cold, and you can have a hot and cold tap to adjust with. But I just think, dude, I'm not spending that much time getting the temperature right and this and that.
Yeah, you don't need that.
No.
A bit of cold water will do the job, won't it? You know what I mean?
It's good.
We're not royal family. We're not the royals.
No.
That's cool. I didn't know you had that in your house. That's rad.
Both. Yeah, you have to come over, give it a go, dude. When you next drive over, just hold it in. Don't stop
I
at
will.
the service
I'm going to come and drop loads at you.
Yeah. Drop some northern bombs in my... some northern M1 motorway bombs.
It's loads of coffee on the way down as well and just fucking explode. Oh,
Please,
dear.
you're welcome to.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it really. Nothing. I mean, trying to think, man, what else has been going on. Made that classic e-bike mistake on Sunday. Was really excited to go for a ride. Made plans with my mate to go meet him for a local ride, socially distanced, and didn't charge it. So
annoying, dude. So annoying.
Yeah.
Did you actually not charge it, or did you? See, sometimes on the Shimano ones, because they're magnetic, you can just get like a little something in there, and it stops.
That's it. Just
Was
didn't
it
quite.
very
didn't
annoying
didn't make the connection. I didn't check it. I just clicked it on all super fast, and I know. I've got a little toothbrush at the side of it. I always clean out the little ports on both the charger and the thing. Then didn't
One of
do
the
it.
worst things about e-bikes is when they're not charged, because then they're just like a slug.
Yeah, you can't ride it.
No,
I mean,
you really can't.
It's all
not-
uphill to go
no
where I
fun.
was going as well, and I thought for a second, do I do it? And I thought no.
The worst thing is when you realise like 40 minutes before your ride. So it's got 40 minutes of charge, but in 40 minutes it will look like it's got more than it has.
Yeah,
So then you
and
go,
it just
"Oh, the
starts
battery
ding,
is-"
ding, ding,
Oh,
ding.
shocking! Yeah, you ruined the ride for everyone.
Yeah. Well,
Not
mine
the
was
one.
the whole thing of like, bike outside, ready to go, shoes on, helmet on, stepped over it, turned it on, and went, it didn't even turn on. It's like, fuck. Oh, that's that then. That's my day done.
Dude, I've actually just got back from a ride, and obviously that was a gag with the helmet, but pretty much it's true. I've literally just got back in the door from a ride, and on this ride, I still feel a bit unsure and a bit bad about it. If I'm honest,
Yeah.
I got some shit off an old lady, and I clapped back. I clapped. Yeah, I dealt with it, dude. I shut her down.
Really?
I'm sick of. Yeah, I dealt with it.
Go on.
Me and Rue rode past. Okay.
Yeah.
On a trail. It's like a fire road. It's not. No one's questioning whether we should be there or not. It's all is good. She's carrying a Lucozade bottle, and I said like when I'm being polite, I am so polite. You wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. You would I can.
You're like over the top mountain biker, like
hello.
with a
What a lovely day for it, I'm not piss takey, but that's literally what I'm like. I'm like, I don't want them to feel threatened by blokes in helmets, and I don't want it to be like that. Anyway, so I've done that, and then she's gone, just picking up your litter, like that, and I was like, and I said, pardon? Just picking up your litter, and so it made me really angry straight away. Because, dude, I'm gonna be honest, I do it every single day. And
Yeah,
I think as a group of, users of the woodlands, we're not perfect. Mountain bikers aren't perfect because there's a certain proportion of any population that are numbskulls and are going to chuck stuff on the floor. And sometimes inadvertently, like whatever, like a gel wrapper. I appreciate someone's probably not doing this. Energy! Chucking it on the floor.
No,
it's
it
probably
might slip
fallen
out
out
of
of
the
their pocket.
pocket, yeah.
And it's inexcusable, but it's understandable.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I shut it down, dude. I shut it down.
Did you?
I did.
What did the conversation look like?
It wasn't good.
And fair play, because you should.
It wasn't good. Yeah, but I was aware also that I'm a bloke in the woods and she's an old lady. But she shot the first shot, dude, and I'm gonna clap back. I'm gonna. I said to her, well, imagine if this was the other way around. That's all you have to ever do. That's like one of the best lessons my mum ever taught me. Imagine it the other way around. Imagine I'm mountain biking through the woods. I go past a walker, just picking up your fucking litter. Like, imagine doing that. It's insane. And she just took it upon herself to attack me. So I just said,
Did she?
Yeah. Well, verbally, I'm not going to claim she threw any punches or anything, But I did, and I was with Rue, and Rue's the nicest guy ever. He'd never, Rue's the man. And we rode away, and I was like, fuck, I was a dick then, wasn't I? And Rue is a good judge, and Rue goes, no, I'm really pleased you did that.
So that is the thing, though. Like, how do we, as a community, how do you stop that? How do you stop that sort of generalisation of mountain bikers just being mucky pups?
That's how. You clap
gotta
back and tell them.
Got to shoot them down.
No, well, I don't know. Well, you definitely... that's why it's so important that there's not mountain bike paraphernalia littered around. And I mean, to be honest, I'm going to say it. It's bollocks, isn't it? A gel. You don't need a gel. Just fucking... It's not mountain... You might think it's mountain bike related. It's not. It's just the same as having, some honey or, you don't need specifically... mountain bike. It doesn't make you more of a mountain biker. It's dumb. It's dumb shit.
I like that. That's cool. Okay.
It doesn't matter what you're doing, why you're chucking it. To be honest, why are you bringing... I go on massive rides, I don't bring food. I don't know if it... I don't... Ultimately, around here, where I live, you can't... There's no wilderness, so I never need to bring...
Yeah, you're always close to something.
I mean, honestly, a lot of the rides I do are long rides, and I don't even bring a water bottle, because I just think, right, I'm going to drink from the sink when I leave. Yeah. You don't have to, is what I'm trying to say.
To be honest, I'm the same. I hate riding in a bag with a backpack. I don't have a water bottle thing on my bike either. So I'm the same. I rarely take anything. The only time I've ever taken food on a ride was the last two rides I've ever... Not the last two, but the two rides I've done with Focus. They're the gravel bike, because that was 50 miles, and I thought 50 miles could be a bit sketchy for me. I probably do need something.
Yeah.
And then when I tried the 100 miler, I took a couple of bags of jelly beans or something.
Yeah.
I tried the 100 mile. I didn't succeed, but by the by. So yeah, I don't really either. I'm very much a case of you can stop somewhere, unless you're in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Maybe you're in Scotland and you're in the mountains and you can't find anything. You don't really need it, do you?
I'll tell you why I clapped back, and I was polite. I'm making it sound like I'm I was rude. I wasn't. I did a small amount of finger pointing. I did like this. Imagine this was the other way around. So there was finger pointing, which is intimidating, but it was not very intimidating. But when I got there, I picked up so much litter from the car park, which is just like a normal thing to do because there's quite a few numbskulls. We were at Pease Lake, so it's very busy. Okay. So there's all kinds of people using the forest. It's not just mountain bikers, but we cleared the car park, and I got poo on my hand. Obviously, everything sort of tends to relate to poo in some way that I speak about on this podcast. Or, just classic toilet humour. But I got feces on my hand. And because most of the stuff you pick up...
Human?
No, it was in a bag. I think you'd have to be a very strange human.
Might have been human.
Could have been, yeah. Imagine collecting your own poo in a bag and... I don't know what... Anyway, if you do any sort of litter picking, you know that the majority of what you pick up, really the vast majority, it is dog poo bags. Yeah. And now they say biodegradable on the package. That doesn't mean it's not that biodegradable. Kick the shit in a bush, man. Just kick the dog shit in the bush and don't bother with the shitty bag. If you're going to leave it out, just don't bother. It's shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it, with the dog shit thing? And
Yeah.
I think companies need to be held accountable too for making them in like bright colours. Because I'm not saying it's worse, but it kind of is a little bit, because they're just even worse when they get in trees. And you're like, why is there a bright blue dog shit bag?
Yeah.
Why did it have to be made out of bright blue plastic? I mean, it's awful as it is.
Yeah,
but
I
maybe if
honestly
it were
don't-
green, it might be a bit better.
I don't understand picking up the shit,
No.
if I'm honest.
I understand it. Like, so I walk the dog in the morning with my friend, and her dogs have got this lovely little habit of they shit all the way to the woods, and then when you get in the woods, they don't do it. So on the road, on the path,
That's very different. Yeah.
pick up
I
dog
agree.
shit. But
Yeah.
also when you're on the path, there's going to be a bin local, so you can just put it in the bin.
Yeah. I agree.
In the
I'm
woods,
thinking
people
I
who
live
pick
in
it
the
up out
woods,
of a
so-
field, and it's like, what? Like, just leave it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like you say, kick it to the side, or I don't know.
Yeah, like where I'm talking about really is just paths. So you have this much space, and then you just
Kids
have,
running along.
Yeah, but then next to it you have holly bushes, and you have brambles, and you have gorse bushes. And I tell you what, all of those plants don't give a fuck about dog shit. That's their dinner. That's fine.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
all good. It's like
Yeah, it's fair. It's
yeah.
fair.
But yeah, so
Yes.
I'm obviously talking about it because I feel a bit bad, but I get sick of it, dude. I said to her, "You think I'm young, so you think I'm bad." Or it's
You said you
what
said
it
you were
is.
young. I'm young. It's just
not
like,
young,
you fucking
no.
not.
I can't remember my exact words. I was like, you see two younger people riding along, and you immediately think we're bad. We've just cleared out the whole car park. Imagine if I said this the other way around. That's the all of what I said, and I said it politely. I don't want to
It's
sound
fair.
like,
I think
God,
it's fair, dude.
I-
Totally fair.
But it just really gets me. That really.
Yeah. It's a shame that, things like trash-free trails exist in a way, because it shouldn't be a thing anyway, should it?
Absolutely.
I know they've just launched something. Feel free to check that out, folks. Like a trash-free trails have just launched their spring cleanup thing.
Oh, cool.
But it's a shame that it's even a thing.
Yeah, I will say that amongst all of the dog poo bags, I did find Red Bull, and I did find a tear off. And
A
Red
tear
Bull,
off?
Red Bull could be
Dude.
anyone.
Who is taking tear-offs off in the wood? Find that hero. I want to see him. I want to meet him. I want to shake his hand. That is the sickest thing.
Dude, we're talking about like 40-second downhills as well, by
Dude,
the
your
way.
boy's whipping He's like taking
I bet
tear
he did it
off.
on it. Yeah, I bet he did it on it in the air.
A tear off in the woods. That's
Yeah.
insane.
That is insane, isn't it? Like, what are you doing? Like, you just get off the internet. They need to down their screen time. Stop watching Moto.
Oh man, tear offs in the woods. That's class. That's brilliant. Thankfully, tear offs are banned pretty much.
Are they? Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere, especially moto tracks. They're
So what
starting
is
to
it?
ban
Just
them. It's
roll now.
roll off only. Yeah. And if you think about it, it's stupid.
Yeah,
The fact
it's
that we use
stupid,
tear offs is insane. All those years and years of tracks just having bits of plastic put on them.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at events people would go down, take the tape and the tear-offs as they move down. But certainly when it transfers to actual real life, like, what are you doing? What on earth could you be doing?
I mean,
I
I mean, imagine how many tear offs you've taken in your life. I don't know about you, but me, it's going to be in the multiples of thousands.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, not for me. It'd be race runs only, and only on the wettest of days when I was a kid. So that's quite.
Oh, multiples of thousands. Really scary, to be honest.
Is it? Yeah, that's interesting. Just at a moto track, just
Because
it's
especially when
necessary,
you
isn't it?
used to ride like me. Obviously, I was at the back, so you're going to get roosted. So you constantly
see,
taking tear offs.
I always loaded them up, but in my moto career, they always stayed on. It's fine. Not true.
Yeah, just loaded them up to make it a bit harder. Like, just didn't want to see properly.
I never got when I raced moto, I didn't understand the quali process. So I was racing SMX series,
Right.
Southern Motocross series, and you
Bet
go
that's
out.
posh.
You go out in negative. It is not.
It's the same.
It is
Same as up north
not
then.
posh. It is
A lot of transit
definitely-
tippers and stuff.
Definitely not posh. Yeah. So you basically the quali determines what group you're in, and
Right.
dude, quali. I was like, well, I'm going for it. I want to qualify. I want to qualify good. Didn't quite get that there was no points involved. Didn't understand the concept of sandbagging. So my first moto race, I qualified in B group, which is like A group's like people actually getting support from companies and manufacturers, whatever. this isn't like a big race series or anything, but B group, it goes down to D group, which is, in hindsight, where I belonged. And I was in B, and I was like, fucking nice, I'm actually quicker than I thought, decent. And then...
The wheels fell off.
Yeah. I remember I rode over someone's head off the start. That's how much my gait wasn't very good. And then came off, got back up, and just was dead last the whole way round. Just on my own. Yeah, it was shit. So then I didn't go as hard in quali after that.
There was a classic story from back in the day. There was a British Championship rider called, I'm going to get this the wrong way around, Alex Snow. And he went over to the States and entered like some amateur races. He was a professional in the UK, went over and entered amateur races, but changed his name to David Snow. And then like won a truck. And this is almost before the days of social media and stuff, so no one really knew. Go on.
So, when you change your name from Alex to David, what would be the reason? Because that sort of sounds like you're changing your name from Jim to John. I don't quite understand what.
So he'd go.
I mean, if he was Bell and Jones, then I'm
sure if he turned up at an amateur national in the States as Alex Snow, someone might have gone, "Is that not the Alex Snow who rides top 10 British Championship motocross?" So he changed his name to David to go under the radar.
See, I didn't know this.
Won himself a truck. And it was only because it was in a magazine, like a photo in a magazine, that people found out. Because it was kind of before the days of social media. So
no way.
Yeah, he just went under the radar, won this like insane truck, and then people were like, "Wait a minute, you're like a top 10 British Championship rider."
Yeah. What? So would he have not been allowed if he had gone under his own name?
Yeah, because he raced amateur in the US without, and he was a pro.
Wow, there you go. That is interesting. It's kind of a weird one, isn't it? Like what's considered pro. I mean, certainly when I was younger, you just got a free T-shirt, and then, dude, you're a pro.
Yeah.
And in skateboarding, until you get a signature model, you're not a pro, are you? When we were talking to Sven.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't know what it is in mountain, but you can enter. I mean, I've done it. Every time I've raced Steel City, even I enter pro and just get smoked. It's just funny. So I'm just like, I'll just go pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, I
but you could do it.
I think maybe, I can't remember what it would be. I can't remember with dirt jump contests what it was that made you pro.
Yeah.
Free stickers? Lanyards, maybe?
Probably, yeah. A lanyard, yeah. You got a free lanyard, you're in.
Yeah, exactly. You're elite, dude. You're elite.
Funny. I don't know. So, we also wanted to, I wanted to, before we do some listener questions and stuff, just throw the ideas around for Freedom Ride a little bit, because we've already had a few messages. And it seems like it's going to happen. So I came up with a cool little idea as well I was going to talk to you about for it.
Let's hear it.
Initially, we're basically playing around with the idea at the moment, obviously for people listening, of doing Freedom Ride again. We're going to aim for roughly the same sort of date, hopefully, which will be Independence Day, and our own way of saying that we're free. A lot of people have been talking about the whole North versus South thing again. So I was thinking about something where we can incorporate the North versus the South. So maybe we do like a sort of an allotted amount of time where you start at the top of the, every run you do, you get a token or something, and you fill up a tube of tokens. North versus South sort of vibe. I think that could be fun.
Like it. Yeah.
That'd be fun. What else? That's it. See you there, folks. It's going to be great.
Well, dude, ultimately, it was just so fun last time. It's going to be hard to get it wrong because everyone's going to be busting to ride with everyone. So
true, that's true, man. So yeah, we're playing with that.
Yeah, it's a wicked idea. I like it. I like North.
Potential of doing a 2-day thing, but it won't be. We don't think we can probably pull off camping or anything yet. But yeah, potential of 2 days, and just it'd be nice to hear from the listeners. Like, if there's something you think we should do, what do you want to see there? If
you can get a giant face mask.
Yep.
Could you camp in it?
Oh, yeah, maybe like a... I mean, you could just wear a tent.
The tent kind of looks...
You mean a Zorb?
If you have we got Zorb camping only. Everyone walking around hunchback the next day. Zorb camping. There we go. Unfortunately, the campsite's on a hill.
That might work right. You just put everyone at the bottom in like a pile.
And that's where the portaloos are. Oh god. Miserable.
Oh man, I'm excited. I really want to do it again. It'd
Yeah,
be cool.
definitely do.
There's been talk of doing it for a little bit, and it only seems like the right thing to do.
Yeah, yeah, too right.
Chances are it's probably going to be at Rogate
Yeah,
because we've got a good relationship with the guys at Rogate, and then hopefully, you never know, there might be another one this
be
year.
cool
or
if there
maybe
was
next
two.
year.
Yeah, up north.
Well, I've already spoken to some people. I think I put it in our little group chat about one up in Scotland.
Yeah, that'd be
So
cool.
again, I don't really want to say too much because it might not happen, but
Something's going to happen anyway, and that
Yeah.
is exciting in itself. Oh,
yes,
my experience the other day made me realise how much we should do a jumble sale as well, because it's fun anyway.
Oh.
And people could clear out their sheds with some
That's a
old
great
retro.
idea.
Yeah, and then we could get the retro bike crowd in there.
I like the idea of a jumble sale. You mean like
yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, like a car boot sort of vibe.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay.
That'd be quite fun. If you just bring
It
a
would.
couple of items, or you don't have to, or whatever. Just an idea.
Yeah, that'd be cool actually, wouldn't it? A bit of a
Mm.
car boot. Maybe we can get people like cute, like parks in a bit of a line.
Yeah. That'd
Walk
be quite
along,
cute.
look at everyone's stalls.
Yeah.
Deeks will probably get awning, like
He will be.
He might even have a purpose-built
He
shop.
probably will. He probably will. Yeah. Bricks and mortar.
Yeah.
His HQ for selling
Yeah.
like bent rotors and old brake pads.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. I'm excited. Freedom Ride. So it's going to happen. Hopefully,
Hell yeah, dude.
4th
Yeah.
of July. I always get the date muddled up. 4th of July. But
Well, up for
anyone,
that.
if anyone wants to see anything, you got ideas for food trucks. You got ideas for event, like maybe we're thinking about doing like a Saturday evening so people can just hang out for a few hours after. Maybe we can
That'd
put a
be cool.
band on. So let us know, people. Like we're gonna let this be like a listener event. I think that's the best way
Yeah,
of doing
for
it.
sure.
Is it's the people's podcast. It's got to be the people's event as well, hasn't it? Really.
Yeah, too right. No, keen for that, dude. Keen for that. That'd
Yeah.
be a lot of fun. And bloody hell, feels like we're due it now, doesn't it? Feels like
Yeah.
a while now.
Yeah, again, man, I'm all over the place with this thing at the minute. I really am. I'm
Yeah.
all over the place. Like I'm good, and then I'm bad, and then I'm I don't know. I've just been doing this.
Boring, innit? Like the fucking weirdness is boring. I think generally
Yeah.
life is good. I've got nothing to complain about. It's all good.
Yeah,
But just
yeah.
when you think about like actually how much it's changed is quite a bit.
Yeah,
Like
I've just had that realization actually just now. So I've just taken, before we did this, I had a meeting with like a pension planner. So grown up, but like.
we're going with okay. We're talking.
Yeah,
about pensions.
okay,
Yeah,
all
no,
right,
let's
here
do
we
it.
go.
Okay,
But it-
yeah,
but
yeah,
it-
all right. Yeah, we'll
But it's
talk-
actually quite interesting because I've never thought about anything like that in my entire life.
no Yeah, it's interesting.
So
yeah,
we're going to talk.
okay.
So let's talk variable rates for a second. Okay. No, but I was going to ask you. So you've got quite a stoic lifestyle. You live for the moment and all that.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
some ways,
stupid
similar to
is
me.
what you mean? Yeah.
Have you ever thought about? And I'm not trying to sell you anything. Like, because the guy, basically, dude, like the
Have you
guy's
ever
like,
thought
so.
about a bidet?
Have you ever thought about bidet? Because we can install them.
No, you can't.
So I just wondered, like, it's quite a weird but interesting topic because I'm not into that stuff, right?
Yeah, so
and I
talk me
don't
through
plan
it.
for the future. I just live for now. And certain people, especially when they're trying to advise you, don't quite get that. And I was sort of explaining to him about how my family is. Like when my granddad passed away, he didn't leave barely anything. Like, because he just enjoyed his money. He enjoyed it. He didn't worry about it.
You don't
he just
expect
enjoyed
anything
it.
anyway, do you? It's not. What...
I didn't want it. Obviously, I don't want anything.
Yeah.
But same with my dad. So I was having the conversation with my dad, and he's like, "Look, I don't have any pension. I don't have any savings. It's like I just live my life. Like whatever I want, I buy it, and whatever." So it's an interesting switch because I feel like you've got to be a bit aware of it, but at the same time, I'm having this conversation with this guy, and also the major thing for me, to be honest, is I've never had anything to save. So I've never understood saving because you've got to earn enough and you've got to have enough to save it.
Yeah.
And I've never had that. Like, we've spoke about that a few times. Like, it's always been a bit of a grind. So it's like, I've never even thought about it. And I still don't. But I just wondered, like, do you ever think about that sort of stuff? Do you wonder, like, what are you going to do when this ends? Fucking hell, that's got dark. I'm sorry.
When this ends and...
When it all... yeah, but, you know...
Dude, after I finish riding bikes, I was just thinking I was just going to wait until I sort of naturally pass away.
Okay, just wait.
Yeah, just in a bus stop. No, I am joking. I do think about it a lot. I'm very lucky to live and not. Well, I have my favourite thing is covered, which is amazing when I think about how much I would spend on bikes alone, because bikes are clearly important to me. Like, I save that every year, don't I, for as many years as I've been. So I save like fuck, dude.
What?
I save like fuck. That's all I do.
Really?
Yeah, I don't spend anything. What do I want?
But what do you do with it?
Pink bike there. Literally sit. I've had one bank account. This is bad. Mum set me up a bank account when I was 16. I've got that bank account.
Get the free CD, get the Creed CD, boom, everyone's happy.
That's it. One debit account, that's all I got. And the money goes in there, and you just keep fucking putting it in there.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Ultimately, my goal is this flat...
Mr. Wilkins, it's full again, can you please...
We don't have that phone call, but basically, my pension plan is that I want to buy my next property that I want to live in, and I want to try and keep my flat.
Right.
And that's the only sensible thing I've ever thought about doing in my entire life. Because if I can keep it, rent it out, so it pays for itself and relieves pressure on bills.
Yeah.
And then when I need to get rid of it, and then that'll be my pension.
I think that's good, honestly.
Wisdom.
I'm the same as you there. I've never even really thought about it, and it's only...
No.
Do you not feel like, especially with the last year being so weird and stuff, that time, all of us, I mean, we're coming up to almost like a year of doing this, like how fast that's gone. And if that keeps happening like at this speed, all of a sudden you're going to be like, oh shit, like I need to retire. Like,
do you know, I think the moment it changes is when your Chiquita shits out a baby. I think that is when it completely changes. When you get a kid, really? I imagine. Yeah. That's all I can imagine, because then you're no longer just, whizzing around fucking thinking about when you're next going to go bike riding. I think then then stuff becomes proper, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe, but maybe it doesn't. Like, maybe
it doesn't have to.
Just stays this. It doesn't have to. Yeah, it doesn't have to. Interesting though. I don't know. It just came as a bit of a surprise to me that I need to think about this. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it's funny though. There's so many. Yeah, there's so many things in life that my view on things has changed so much as I get older, to the point where I just don't feel like I know anything anymore. I just fucking cruise along. Like,
the one thing I always think about, right, and this is an example that again my dad sort of passed on to me, and actually watching it happen was kind of weird. So my dad's best friend, I think he listens to this. Sorry, Dad, I'm going to talk about this. It's going to be rough. My dad's best friend worked all his life in steelworks. He was one of those guys, it's 4 a.m, 5 a.m, off to work, back at 6, rinse and repeat for years. 40, 50 years, probably 40 years, something, saving money for that retirement. And it came to the time, he retired, had a massive pension, living the dream, new house, and then he died within 12 months.
Yeah.
And it just makes you think, I know it's kind of deep, but why? Why put all that effort in saving for something that's probably might never even happen?
No, it's very true. It is very true, yeah. I think my main aim to save money is actually just to reduce my worry. Yeah. I think I actually feel... I'm not rich by any means, but it makes me feel rich when I don't worry about I've said it before, but I spent so long worrying about everything that came up, fuck car tax, fuck MOT, all these silly little things, fuck, really worrying about them. And then as soon as I had enough, as soon as I'd saved enough, I realised that really improves my quality of life. So it's not necessarily like I don't want a Lamborghini, I don't want a lot of things, to be honest. I don't care, but I'd like to not worry. Yeah, that's my main aim.
Yeah, interesting though,
because it's a fucking boring thing to worry about.
You want to be like that when... What?
It's a fucking boring thing to worry about money. And if anyone's out there,
it's made up anyway.
Worrying about money, I feel you, because I've worried about money for many, many years of my life, and and I still do, but I just think I'm not saying I don't mean that by I don't mean like I have no worries now. I absolutely have worries, but certainly I've saved up. It's literally like you get to a certain point and then you feel just pressure relieved, like. And I remember it as a kid when I first worked at Halfords.
Oh, right.
I'd do like a month's work, and you'd
Yeah.
be like, 150 quid in my account. This is insane. The stuff I
True.
can buy with 150 quid, holy.
Yeah.
And then you
You
just
know,
spend it all.
I'll never forget my first paycheck because I got my first paycheck was £200 on the nose, 200
Yeah.
quid. And I went to Phones For You in Sheffield and I bought, they'd just come out a camera phone. Bought it, Sony Ericsson thing, black top, it was all chrome, it was really nice. Went and bought that, that was my first paycheck, and then we met my family at like, those shitty like sort of gypsy fun fair things. And I went on this ride and it went upside down, the phone fell out my pocket, smashed all over the floor. This was like literally the next day.
Oh, no.
And then my next paycheck, I went and bought the same phone. And then that one was okay, but yeah, that's what I did in my first ever
A
two
Groundhog
paychecks.
Day.
Yeah. I just remember
well, you
smashing
learn.
and just being like, oh.
You spend money, stuff has value.
And if you look back how shitty it was, like the phone, just like the grainiest photos, you'd have been like, what is it? Is that America? Like, what is it? It's the shittest thing.
I remember the first time I stopped, or I felt in the tiniest bit like I didn't have to worry as much, was my first job on a building site. So I was labouring for he was actually a local pro BMXer, James Brooks. I don't know if you know James Brooks. So his brother, Rolly, I used to ride moto with. And
Right.
Rolly had a construction company, and he had a number of different riders work for him, and like it was just our group of friends all came and worked for him, and it was such a laugh. Like we had such a
Cool.
good time, and I learnt a lot from it. And to this day, I think about his work ethic as like something to aspire to. Like he was just flat out on the hustle, and I sort of
Really?
yeah, definitely, actually, dude. I even thought about it like that's how I got into graphic design, because I was like, well, dude, he doesn't check out at 6 o'clock at night. Like,
No.
he goes pricing, he cracks on. Like, I realised, well, all of these like rules I've made up that you stop working and then you go back, like what you get from school, essentially. You know, like 4 o'clock, the bell rings, you check out, you do whatever you want. He just on the grind whole week,
Wow.
on the phone, making it happen. That's what it made me.
Those manual
a bit
workers
more
are like that, man. You've got to, I think, you've
Yeah.
got to. Competitive out there, you've got to be out hustling, you've got to be
that's it.
doing stuff.
But he was a bastard, because he, like, the first month I worked for him, I got paid a month after, and it was cash, and it was 50 quid
Right.
a day. So I was actually like, I can't even work out what that would be. 5 times 5 times, it'd be
25?
a grand.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, grand. Yeah.
So a grand in cash back then. I was like, whoa. Previously,
Wow.
I'd only earned money from Halfords and from DMR photo bonus.
Right.
Yeah, and I got this grand lump. I was like,
I'm buying a house, mum.
yeah.
Cash.
Car tax this month. Don't worry about it. Not a problem.
Oh, dear. It's funny, man. It's interesting when you think back, for sure.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? So
It is.
pension. Talk me through actually why I should get a pension. And then we'll move on to the next subject.
I've honestly no idea. I know that it's good for tax relief. I understand that. I
Okay,
think that's
yeah.
pretty good. So you can assign up to £40,000 tax free, I believe, into your pension. You can also
you?
borrow out of it. Yeah. So if let's say you've got a pension pot, and I'm so off on this. I bet someone's listening who does this, and they're like, "No, you can't." So this is not financial advice. But let's say you've got
I don't think
50 grand.
anyone tunes in for that, dude.
No. Let's say you've got 50 grand. You can borrow 5 times that amount, and then you can set your own interest rate, what you want to pay it back at.
What, out of your pension?
Yeah. But you've got to have got it in there to borrow it, but then you can
Yeah,
borrow
yeah,
it
yeah.
multiple times and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've no idea. It's all new to me, dude. I've never had a pot to piss in. I still really don't. So, but maybe thinking about it a little bit more as we get older
Yeah, interesting.
could be a thing. Like I said, I've never even thought about it. I mean, my dad's 60, doesn't have a pension, doesn't have anything. He's just living his life. So,
Yeah.
yeah. I think there's value in both. There's value in both ways of living.
Yeah, I struggle. Yeah, absolutely. Like I
It's-
really
you've
like
gotta be
people's
50-50.
smart, conservative approaches.
I think
But
it's hard for young people to have anything like that as well, because you know, let's say you're going to save for a house and you're young.
Yeah.
You don't have savings because you're saving for the house, so you don't have extra savings. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got offered a pension at DMR when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I'm not having a meeting about when I'm going to die. Like, I can't
So
do
true.
that. I said to him, I'm not joining in on a meeting about talking about me passing. Like, I can't get hyped on that.
I had
so
to fill this form out on this thing, and
Yeah.
I misunderstood one of the questions because it said something along the lines of, you know, what age do you want to retire? So I put 40. And he's like,
My man.
no. You're not retired at 40, dude. I was like, oh, I thought he just was like asking when I wanted to.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Anyway.
Ideally 40.
Ideally 40, mate. Yeah, 5 years, 6 years, something. I want to be done.
Dude, that's funny.
Yeah.
No, definitely don't
So,
ask me about financial advice. I'm crap.
Yeah, let's not do that. But if anyone does want to think about a pension, then maybe think about
Chime
it if
in.
you've not already. Yeah. Should we do some listener questions?
Let's do some listener questions. Actually, first of all, can I sorry to butt in, can I tell you what I've been watching lately?
Oh yeah, dude. Of course. Sorry, I've got a banger.
Do you want to go
as well.
first?
Let's go. You go first.
I'm worried you're going to take mine. Obviously, Drive to Survive. Series 3 is out, and I've already watched all of them. And I've already watched the whole season anyway, but what a great show that is.
Really?
Even if you're not into Formula 1, I know I'm cheating a bit here because I've probably said you should watch it about 14 times, but it's great.
That's a good one, actually, dude. I was going to use that one, so yeah, you did take it. I don't know how you knew you were going to take it, but yeah, I was going to use that one. So I've watched 3 episodes so far.
Oh, mate, how good is it?
Alright, I hate Formula. I don't like Formula 1, but I love how well it's made and how deep it goes into the teams. And like,
So
I'm just
you
watching the one with
third
Vettel
series?
leaving Ferrari. Oh, it's amazing.
Oh, brilliant, isn't it? Really, really
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, and I mean, it's crazy that it's not happened sooner because in hindsight, it's almost quite clear that you need to know what the people are under those helmets. Like, it's so unhuman. They just look like robots. It's a completely.
It's really good.
You have no idea what they look like. Like I didn't
No.
for years unless they're on the podium, and literally for
True.
every race, there's 3 people on the podium. So you know. In all of history, there's been all of these like amazing drivers that you have literally no idea they could walk down the street and you'd never know.
That's true. I really like the one of the I guess he's a character in it, the billionaire who bought the team and his son drives. I can't remember his name.
Lance
But
Stroll's dad, yeah.
I love how baller he is. He's just like, you've got me for 15 minutes, and he just sat there, and everyone's like, you can tell it's tense in that room.
It is
It's
crazy,
so good.
isn't it? It is crazy.
So I'll use a different one then. So
Sorry, dude.
it's all right. There's a YouTube series then which is following Billy Kemper.
That was going to be my other one. Oh my god, we're
we're
so
so
simpatico,
aligned.
dude. We're so simpatico.
We have periods at the same time.
Oh my god.
So yeah, super good, and the latest episode is amazing. It's heartwarming.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Oh mate, it's good. It's probably
Is
the
it
best
where he
one.
leaves his family to
Go get rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes into some depth about his mum and stuff like that. It's good. It's
Wicked.
again super well made. Just a really well shot documentary almost.
Yeah.
But it's
So much good stuff out there, isn't there?
Yeah. What about tune, bro?
1 second. Shall I just read out my latest download? Because I've told you before, I literally pay for every single track that I listen to, which is very strange these days, isn't it?
There you go.
Very weird.
The music industry. There's your man. He's keeping you going.
Keeping
He's
you
buying
going.
your merch.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know. It's by OT Genesis, and it's Everybody Mad.
OT Genesis, everybody.
Yeah,
mad.
I'm going to send you a link now.
Please do. And I've got an absolute banger.
Have you?
Mate, this is arguably, to me, the best song in the last... Man, I'm going to say... few years. Minimum few years.
Really?
Mate, I am obsessed with this tune, right?
What is it?
The artist, Aesop Rock.
Is that Rocky?
No, Aesop Rock.
Well, I mean, he should have picked a different name to that, shouldn't he? Because clearly...
And the tune is called Long-Legged Larry. And YouTube listeners, watchers, if you don't bump to this, you're dead to me. You're dead. You're dead. This is a tune, dude.
So it's Aesop Rock.
Aesop Rock. And it's you'll have heard his voice before. Long-Legged Larry is a frog, and it's about this frog, and it's like a nursery rhyme, but it's not. So it's like, dude, if you don't bump to this tune, you're dead. You're dead to me. Like
Really?
It is that good, dude. I thought it was about a basketball player, so I was gonna send it you, but it's just fire, dude. It's absolute fire. If anyone check out the video, turn it up loud. And I'm hyping this song up, but honestly, it's me and my missus have had it on so much recently. We're just like cleaning the house.
Say it again. It's Aesop Rock.
Aesop Rock. AESOP.
Yeah. What's the track called?
Long-Legged Larry.
Long-Legged Larry.
Yeah.
Right. Nice one, dude. I'll put that on straight after we finish this.
Thank me later, everyone. It is an absolute banger.
All right, good. I can't tell if it's a joke one or not. Like there's Kermit.
No,
the
it's
Frog
not.
on
Like
the
it's
picture.
legit. I know the fact the song's called Long-Legged Larry and it's about a frog makes it sound like it's going to be shit.
Yeah.
But it's fire. It's really good.
All right, good.
All right.
I've literally just given you. Yeah, I largely just listen to the same music, to be honest. You know, so this is just like I don't even know if it's cool or not. But
you see, you're not really a Spotify guy, right?
No.
See, what I like about Spotify is obviously you fall into a bit of an algorithm and it starts requesting stuff.
Recommending absolutely.
Stuff
They're
every
really
day.
smart, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah, and
they work out what you like.
Yeah, and this one took me by surprise, man. It's fire.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm bumping to this all day, every day.
Nice.
I also love the term "bump into it." So down with the kids.
It rolled off the tongue with you, dude. Seems so. Yeah,
I know, mate.
Yeah, real street,
all right,
actually. Yeah.
Here we go. Should we do a couple of dope or nope? Because that's
for
on that
sure.
by
We
accident.
haven't done that for ages.
We haven't done dope or nope for a minute, have we? So, okay, dope or nope. Easy one. Drive to Survive.
Dope, yeah.
Big dope.
Mm-hmm.
Big dope. At Bailey, dope or nope? Foreskins.
Dude, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Both.
Well, yeah. I mean, foreskins dope. I mean, maybe. I mean,
never really questioned it. Don't feel like I need to.
I feel like having it done is probably a nope.
Right. Yeah.
Getting rid of the.
Yeah, I hear you.
The foreskin.
I just don't want to not include people in this, so I would say both.
Yeah.
Dope with, dope without.
Yeah. So there you go. Oliver Yeo, bum bags or hip bags?
What's a hip bag? I'm old, motherfucker.
I guess it's like what. Yeah, no, like what Warner's using, like a trail pack.
Isn't that a bum bag?
I think it's a bum bag. I think he's put at the end like whatever it's called. So I guess it's like.
Do you know? I think if you're gonna wear one, it's got to be proper bum baggy for me. Like maybe leather, really lame. Yeah.
Okay, like a 90s one.
I don't know what you carry in it. I don't even know what people put in these things. Dude,
what do you carry when you go on a ride?
Bag guy anyway. My phone. Got my phone. Got my keys.
Do you take any CO2 canisters?
Negative.
Same. As we found out when I last went riding with you.
Yeah. And did it let the ride down? No, it was fantastic.
It kind of improved it. We had a laugh.
It's the mission, man. I like the mission. I'm after a mission. And sometimes that involves pushing through the woods for hours in the rain. And I don't care. I'm willing to take that.
I like that. So I'm going to say nope on bum bags because they're hard to ride with the two. I feel like I don't like riding with them. I don't like anything around me. Me
neither.
I just want to be almost
nope
naked. I want to feel naked on the bicycle.
Yeah. Nope. Bags in general. Nope. For me.
Yeah. Nope.
What did I do? I did an 80k ride the other day and I just had a water bottle. You know? What
really?
more do I need? What else do I really need? I'll sort it out.
Yeah.
We'll work it out.
Maybe go for Lannister, water bottle.
You're done. You're good to go.
What else do you need? Just optimism and a smile.
Yeah.
At Jack Waltz, electric gears. That's a question. Are you rocking electric gears right now?
No.
Are you not?
No.
Okay. Not even on the secret one?
No.
Ah, okay.
No,
You're not-
I ride for TRP,
Ah, yeah.
and they're cable driven, and that's what I believe in.
Okay. Oh, so you use TRP mech and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. But like, I don't like the mix of electric. I find it something annoying about it because it just adds another thing to charge, and I'm not Captain Chargy Pants. I'm gonna forget. And also, when I change gear and I'm going up a hill, I like stretch the cable, feel out each shift almost. You know, you don't just go wham, and a computer, a robot rear mech's just going to go wham, ram it on there, no matter what you're doing with you. I don't like it. It's not for me. For that reason, I'm out. The less stuff in life I have to charge, the better.
Yeah, I agree.
But I still
I'm with
love
you, mate.
e-bikes.
I'm with you.
But I really love e-bikes. Actually, I had an e-bike that had Di2 and it was like connected to the battery. I mean, I have used electric gears, yeah.
Yeah.
But I just wipe mechs out the whole time anyway, so I don't know why I would really...
I know, that'd be the annoying thing for me. I think we spoke about it before, like the mech was like 700 quid.
Yeah, dude. Imagine winding that into your back wheel. You wouldn't be stoked, would you?
Not stoked.
It's never
at all.
really the bike's fault either. It's always your man over here's fault. And I think, like, yeah. I think no for me, electric mechs.
Same. I think no as well. I think keep it real.
Because also, the thing is, once Alexa finds out about what gear you're in and she can connect to your bike, and then Alexa's connected to...
So maybe you could like be riding and be like, change down.
Yeah.
And it goes, doot, doot, and then change up. Doot, doot.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But imagine she just wants to fuck up your ride because you're rude to her or something earlier on. Or just
puts it in
because...
top gear and it's like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah, because AI is mixed with Alexa and the algorithm, and then Google Maps as well, and then all of a sudden your gears start.
Yeah, they all merge together.
Yeah.
And Grinder, there's just a bloke stood around waiting
dude.
for you to come past.
Mate,
so he
it's
knows where you are.
terrifying, yeah.
It's
And
terrifying.
there's just billboards with like pictures of your feet being put up as you ride past, and everyone like, look at his feet. Oh, I think I've gone a bit mad. I think I'm tired, dude.
Yeah, I feel you. What else we got? Dope or no? Sliders and socks.
I run it on planes, dude. Well, I don't have
Yeah.
sliders. I've got some like knockoff. What are they called? Not espadrilles. The ones that are like semi-trendy.
Crocs.
Not Crocs. I wouldn't have said they're that semi-trendy, but
Yeah.
no. What
Yeah.
are they called? No.
Don't
know.
That funny.
You know the one it is. It's like Jesus sandals, but
Yeah.
but so I actually run them on a plane because you can just kick them off straight away, and then you don't have to worry about like stinking out the plane. So I do run them, but I wouldn't run them publicly if possible.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I mean, sliders and socks, whatever.
do what you want. Absolutely.
Is it comfy? Like, cool, no worries. Who cares, really? Like, we're good.
Yeah, literally wear.
Depends. I mean, my feet have been sore, actually. You know, since doing that run, I've had sore feet, so I've been mainly wearing I wear flip-flops a lot anyway.
Do you? Yeah.
Or thongs, or whatever we call them.
Yeah. That's
So,
cool if you
yeah.
wear thongs.
Huh?
So you didn't wear a thong. Were you wearing a thong when you went running?
No, I didn't opt for the thong, dude. No, he just went for the standard running short, I reckon. He wasn't feeling the chafe, or that could explain the sore
Just
sore
like
rectum.
a cheese wire down there. Holy. Yeah, I
dear.
think I'm not really that bothered these days on whether you want to wear sandals and socks and stuff. Yeah.
It's funny that I've just scrolled down and the next one is Crocs. Dope or no? How weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah.
Dope for me. Dope.
Crocs are dope. I don't have a pair, so but
I'm
if
going
you
on a
say
whim.
they're good, dope, dude.
I'm going
I
on a
don't know
whim.
when
Dope.
I'd wear them though. I don't know when I'd wear them. I've got like.
I used to wear them all the time, and then my housemate that I used to live with burnt them. Just set fire to them in the garden. Hated them that much. Hated them. Just set fire to them.
Wow, there you go. I bet they did like
They're
purple
original
flames as well.
Crocs too, like Christmas present off my mum in black. Had a few of the buttons on there, which he really used to find offensive because I had a couple of flowers on each one. I used to rock them all the time. I'd wear them in the supermarket. I didn't give a fuck. Super
No.
comfy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can own these things and win, really, can't you?
Yeah.
Bernard always runs Uggs. And
Does
it's
he?
like, I've got nothing for him. I just say, like the only thing I think about them is that they're expensive, so that's dumb. But, like,
Yeah.
I don't care that you're wearing, like, sheepskin wellies or whatever they are.
No.
Let's
I don't
just
care.
wear
Whatever
dude.
floats your boat.
Absolutely, yeah.
As
We've
long
got
as
any
you're
more
comfy.
clothing ones that we can say we don't care to?
Clothing ones. Let's have a look.
Clogs. Dope or nope? Dude.
Clogs.
Clogs, yeah. Imagine riding in clogs. That'd be tough.
Riding around. Yeah, it would be tough. But yeah, dope.
Yeah, dope. Clogs, yeah.
Dope. I think anything.
Are clogs Dutch? Actually,
Clogs are
clogs would
Dutch.
be annoying because it'd be like going for a walk with a tap dancer. You know? You'd be like,
Yeah. A super uncomfortable one. I don't think they're comfy, you know.
no, they're not. They're not. Definitely not. Because they're made of wood, and of course, that's not comfortable, yeah.
Whoever had that idea of making shoes out of wood.
Because what it is that wood doesn't move, and that's uncomfortable.
And people actually wear clogs?
I don't know. We'll have to go to the Netherlands sometime, take this podcast on the road, and just go clog hunting. I
Yeah, we could
reckon
do.
not many people run them anymore, but
Yeah, I reckon so
could be
as well.
surprised. You don't know.
Mate, bring them back. You can just wash your feet. Just re-varnish them.
Bring back clogs. Revarnish them.
Beats buying new shoes. Just get the varnish out.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
Last one, then we'll do a couple of list of questions.
Nice,
At
nice,
Lewis
nice.
Pullen. Yeah, let's do that one. Keenan and Kel.
Oh, dope, dude.
So dope.
Come on.
I
Loves orange soda.
Still say orange soda when I see
Yeah.
Fanta.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, dope.
I do. Ooh. Probably
Good
so many
show.
people listening to this won't even know what that was. But I think you and I are the same, like, in that I had an obsession, slightly different obsession, but I loved American culture and hip hop and, like,
Yeah.
America really fascinated me growing up. And you were the same,
Same.
right? You were like
Yeah.
Supercross and American
Yeah.
football. So yeah, I really
Yeah.
liked Keenan and Kel.
Definitely.
All of those shows were like my preferred ones, and even down to like Sesame Street. I loved Sesame Street.
Really?
Yeah, I quite American from a young age, which is weird. Probably fairly
Sesame
English.
Street. I don't really remember. Yeah, don't really remember Sesame Street too much. But yeah, you're right. Anything
Don't you?
really. It
Oscar
was
the
just
Grouch
anything.
in the bin.
I remember Cookie Monster. That's the blue one, huh?
Yeah, cookie. Deeks reminds me of Cookie Monster a bit. Like someone's shaved the Cookie Monster.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Cookinator. Yeah, you're right. I can see it.
The
Cookinator.
Footinator made me laugh so
Oh,
much.
so good. The Feetinator. The Footinator.
The
Yeah, that's
Feetinator,
good.
sorry, yeah, the Feetinator. Brilliant.
That is good. Someone make a t-shirt. That's classic.
Yeah, that is good.
Maybe you should do it. You should just do
Yeah, I
it.
should just quickly knock up a
Big
design.
face on the front with Feetinator underneath and just see what happens. See how many people buy
Put
it.
it on the merch store. In fact, I'll do it. I'll make a note of it. I'll do it now.
No, you won't.
I probably won't. Do you know why?
Don't go looking for it, folks. It won't be there.
Do you know why, dude?
Bye.
I think I'm going to go riding in a bit.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's the problem. That's why jobs don't get done.
That's it. All right, listen to the question. At Bailey, what's your favourite pedal from the DMR range? I need to buy some.
There you go.
He didn't put that on the end, but I have, because he's going to...
Right, okay, so I can talk you through them. Obviously, I'm a little bit biased because I played a part in designing them, and I'm kind of a lifer with DMR. I've always run those pedals. But if we're talking jump bike, then look no further than the V12. I like to have my feet move around a little bit. The pin height is a bit different. You get less pins than on my next suggestion, which is the Volt. The Volt is the ultimate large platform pedal for enduro, trail, flat pedal riding where you're going over bumps, and everything from Brendog at Rampage to me pissing around on this bike in the background in my local woods. That's done on Volts. That said, the V11 is exactly the same as a Volt. The cool thing about the V11 not only is that it's 50% less money, it's also kind of cool if you care about like colours and stuff. You're not worrying about anodizing wearing off because the body itself is the same colour all the way through. So you smash a rock,
really?
it doesn't change. Because a lot of the time people like think of plastic as like disposable, this and that. These things are serviceable. Every pedal I've recommended has been serviceable. So you keep it and you look after it and you use it for a long time. And that's one of the biggest goals at DMR. Not to be greenwashy, but it always has been for years and years, is that products are serviceable and you buy them and keep them. They're not like here today, gone tomorrow. So that's what's cool about the V11. It's cheaper, it's the same shape, and it's fully serviceable.
Nice. There you go, folks. DMR. Don't make more rubbish. Don't make rubbish.
Don't make rubbish. Yeah, there you go.
Don't make rubbish. If at Ryan Hawes 21, if you could have Rampage anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I mean, the thought of Rampage in like Wales is just bizarre to me. I think Rampage itself is just a Virgin Utah thing in my eyes. I don't know if you've watched Where the Trail Ends. They spent a lot of time looking for locations that... I mean, dude, if it could be anywhere else, they would have done it by now and they would have had it as like a 3-event series, perhaps.
True.
Virgin
Yeah, that'd be
Utah.
cool. Well, like a couple of legs of the Rampage. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, they used to do it. What did they do? Chattel Mountain style that had elements of Rampage in it. I can't remember exactly, but it was like... Dude, the thing is, you need it to be in Virgin Utah. Like, that is such insane... I've travelled around all over the place looking for spots like it and never come across one. I went to Bardenas Reales in Spain and I took a load of pictures. It was a while ago, but it looks really rampagey. And you think, fuck, this is sick. We're going to go there and we're going to find our own Rampage zone, untouched. No one's found it. I found it on Google Earth. I got obsessed with it for years, and then I ended up doing a trip with Rue there for a photo trip for a magazine in the end. So I made it happen, and we went there. And then you get there, and you look closer at all these spires, and they're completely unrideable. They're rock hard. You know, it's like Rampage is a one-off. It's quite a special spot, I think. So
yeah.
So
cool.
yeah, I'd say Virgin Utah, dude.
Just leave it where it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously I've never been, so I'd just leave it where it is for now. I'll tick that one off, and then maybe we can move it to like Maui or something, and just have like some nicer weather. Maybe. I mean, I'm sure it's nice weather, but
it's nice weather if you like it hot, dude. Yeah,
go in the ocean after it or something like that. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that could be good, couldn't it? Yeah, Tahiti, French Polynesia, please. Let's move Rampage to French Polynesia.
At Scott the Cyclist, if I started a podcast, what should I call it? Could I pay you to mentor me? I guess that's me. And Olly to make the logo.
There you go.
So Scott the Cyclist, what should you call it?
Cyclist. Scott Free.
There you go. There you go.
One and done,
brilliant.
dude. Scott
One
Free.
and done. Yeah, you just go with that. Scott Free. Yeah,
what does
like
that even mean? I know it's a saying, but I never really used it. So
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You don't care, obviously.
Or I like that. Just go with that. Scott Cycling Podcast. It doesn't really matter. I think.
The
as you can
Scot-free
tell
is
with the
to
name of this
escape.
one, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
that's true. To go scot-free is to escape without incurring payment or without punishment. So there you go.
There you go. Perfect.
So it's quite a nice sort of like message, isn't it?
Yeah. Scott free.
We got away
Get
with it.
Scott on board.
Scot-free.
Get Scott on board. Reach out to them. And there you go.
The logo thing, Scott. I'm going to be honest with you. I get asked to do free logos literally every day of my life for probably the last 10 years. And I just can't get round to it. And if I do something, you're probably not going to like it anyway, dog. So you're better off just get a pen and paper out and just knock it up. It'd be good. Scot-free.
He did say pay you, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but I mean, no one
But
really
you don't
wants
wanna do
to
it.
pay, do they? No one really
and as for
wants.
mentoring you, then I mean, yeah, I'll help. No problem at all. I've done enough of these things, so yeah, I'll help you if you really want to do it.
So
of course.
what you got was Ollie's not going to do the logo, and wonderful Davi's going to mentor you. For
No.
free. Well, you made it a bit like that now.
Yeah, a bit, but like
It's good
the
cop, bad
logo's the
cop,
easiest bit. Like not easy, but if you just want a wait.
Is it?
If you just want
okay.
if you just want the logo, doesn't matter. It's a podcast. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't,
true.
Look,
True
look
that,
what
dude.
I'm working with.
Yeah,
it
it
doesn't
is
matter.
true. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You just literally write it, and it's good.
Yeah.
As long as the content's good, that's people keep coming back.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I'm with you. You are quite right.
Oh, man. A couple more.
Let's do a couple more. I'm enjoying it, man.
At Brad_Raven, describe your life up to this point in 5 words. 5 words.
Okay.
It's tough. That's not easy, guys. If people listening, do the same below in the comments. 5 words. Describe your life. In fact,
God, it's really difficult. Very good question, actually, isn't it?
that's a thought provoker. That
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I had too much coffee for thoughts as well. My brain's like,
Yeah.
it's doing that, and I've literally got the worst fucking.
Wedgie, you got wedgie, have you?
Oh man, how high am I short? You probably can't tell.
Bloody hell. Look at the piece on him, dude. You just on air on the podcast. Holy. What the fuck have you got down there? You got a pack of Tunnocks tea cakes in your pants. Jeez.
Oh dear.
I'm gonna go with basketball, bikes.
All the bees.
But yeah, there we go.
Okay, so we're doing bees. So we'll go bikes, babes.
Oh
beer.
my man, you are such a stereotype. Bikes, babes, beer. Dude, listen to yourself.
Balling.
Oh, come on. And this is your life.
And bros.
This is your life. No, it's not. It's bad plumbing. This is Davy's life.
Yeah, that's true, actually. So we go bad decisions. Bad decisions, business, riding, freedom. I don't know.
Freedom, nice, like it. No, dude, that's a very difficult question to just answer.
That is a hard one.
I
I'd have to think about that.
I preferred the sort of bikes, babes, beer. That's just it.
Bros and boobs.
Bros and boobs. Holy. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear.
Next up.
At Dave Vola S4P.
Uh-oh.
Did Bren pass out on the A3 shoot?
Mate, I was going to get to that. Yes, he did. Fantastic. Thanks, DV,
Really?
for the story. Okay, so the A3 shoot, we've all seen it. I wanted to tell this story before as well, but I couldn't because I didn't want to reveal what the... I mean, I'd never... Yeah, you can't reveal the product before it's out. Right, so we've been flown up to Scotland for that shoot. How unbelievable is that? It was one of the most... Yeah, we flew up to Edinburgh. Well, because it was like a day shoot. It's like not really worth it.
Oh,
Yeah. So we went up to this hotel with a spa. Obviously, the spa is closed because it's in the middle of the pandemic. And me and Brenna sat in a jacuzzi. How long do you normally go in a jacuzzi? You know?
20 minutes?
Max, really, eh? You run out.
Max.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've been in there probably half an hour. And Brendan, which I really respect him for, he needed a piss. And he didn't just do it and tell me. Because that's sort of, that would have been... I probably would have done that. Even if I wasn't going to piss, I'd probably tell him that I'd piss just to make the whole situation a bit less comfortable. Anyway, so he's got up to go out. He's gone to the toilet with his helmet on, taking it off as he walks through the door, and he's dick in hand, gone for a piss. He's fainted.
Really?
And he smashed his nose. The poor dude. He smashed his nose on the bog.
Oh.
So he proper fainted because... Actually, when you think about it, sometimes when you get out of the bath or whatever, you do... If you've been in there for a long time...
Been hot. Yeah,
and we'd been in this jacuzzi. It was super hot for a really long time. So poor Bren... Like, I was just sat in the jacuzzi then for a bit, waiting for him to come back, because we still hadn't finished. And the lady from the spa was like, we've got a bit of a situation out here. Like, Bren had been gone for a while. He'd been found in the toilets with blood all on his face.
Shit.
How unbelievable is that? He got away with a backflip at a canyon at Rampage, and then he does a helmet shoot in a jacuzzi and he faints.
It's funny that like the hardest hit he's had on that helmet is in the toilet, just
I know,
against the urinal.
I wish he'd had the helmet on. That would have been the best, but he did take it off. That would have been...
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Jeez.
Crazy, eh? So, yeah,
wow.
that was on my list of stories to tell. But, yeah, thanks.
Classic, that's a good one.
Thanks, DV. We should get DV on the podcast.
Yeah, we should. Thanks, DB.
Yeah.
At Jin.Sandu6.
Jin, he's a regular. He's a listener.
Listener.
Yeah,
He's a listener.
Jin,
We've got you, Jin. We've got you covered, man. What was your guy's first car and what age did you learn to drive?
Nice. Shall I go first, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, you go for it, man. Go for it.
I learnt to drive when I was 18 because I couldn't afford the bloody lessons. But I bought a car when I was 15, I think. I used to shift them a bit. I used to buy and sell things a little bit before, so I was already driving, albeit on, like, reversing my car up and down the drive. But I was already driving from quite young because I was obsessed with cars and stuff and engines and that. And it was a Suzuki SJ410, which is like a Jimny.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's like not the original Jimny, but the nearly original Jimny. The original was an LJ, I think an LJ80. Right. See, I'm quite old crap cars guy.
Yeah.
But it was great. It's a 1 litre or 970cc off-road vehicle. It basically looks like the G-Wagon, but way smaller.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I like a Jimny. We've been looking for one, actually. My missus really wants a Jimny.
They're cool. The new ones are rad, aren't they?
The new ones are dope. Yeah,
really
cool. Yeah.
Really
bit
cool.
minty.
They went through like a rounded era where I didn't really like them, but the new Jimny's a killer.
Yeah, they are. Really nice. I'll tell you a funny story about my driving test, actually. So, a lot of people, when they learn to drive, probably start in a small car, maybe a 1.2 Clio, maybe, something small. My driving instructor was one of my dad's mates, and he had a 2 litre diesel Passat. And
nice.
That was the first car I ever drove. Well, not ever drove, it was like the first car I ever drove on the road, and it was terrifying because it was quite old.
Yeah.
It weren't new. It weren't even like modern when I was learning to drive. And that's 15 years ago. It was fucking horrible. It was disgusting. I don't know if he was even a driving instructor. It was just my dad's mate. Anyway, so it's come round to me having my test. And let's say my test was on the Tuesday. My driving instructor had a heart attack on the Monday night. So as he's, this is as far as I remember it, as he's having his heart attack, he left the car key on the wheel so I could do my test the next day, right?
What?
So
what a guy!
He
Best
somehow
guy
got in touch
ever.
with my dad to tell him that I can go do my test. The keys are on top of the wheel. We went and picked the car up, and basically my dad had to pretend to be my driving instructor. So he rocks up at the driving school thing. My dad goes in, and I'll never forget. And we just stood in like the wrong area, and the woman was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I've brought this lad like for his driving test," and she was like, "Well, you have to go over there," and it was like super awkward and whatever.
Yeah.
And I'd not even had enough lessons to even be doing it. I think I'd had like 3 or 4 or something.
Yeah, because it's spenny, wasn't it? It was expensive.
Yeah, but I was like, similar to you, I was driving cars around anyway, like helping him out at his yard, and I was like doing bits and bobs. So I was just like, I was one of those kids who like, I could drive, but I couldn't drive the way that you need to pass your test.
Yeah, well.
So I was a bit like, one hand on the wheel.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to do my test now, I would fail.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't do 10 to 2. There was none of that. It was just like, I just drove,
Yeah.
So obviously I failed the first one. And then my first car was a Fiat Punto.
Nice.
And it's weird getting your first car. I remember that freedom of having a car. And then thinking, well, I don't know how to get anywhere, really.
Yeah.
So I didn't really... Yeah, just used to drive to the woods, really, and go riding with my friends.
I really loved driving. I think I passed my test in my instructor's car, which was a 206, and it was diesel, so it was like real hard to stall. And then I got back in my SJ 410, and I was like, dude, the brakes are like, they're like a suggestion of stopping, and not real. Like you really have to like,
praying.
yeah. And then I've just been in old shit cars since, really. But like, yeah, it's funny how bad an old car is compared to a new car. Like Georgie's got a Golf, and I go from that.
Yes.
That feels like a spaceship compared to my G-Wagon. My G-Wagon's like,
Really?
oh, dude, yeah, it's literally like, yeah, it's like a Flintstones car. It's insane.
I think that's pretty much. We've gone through a lot of them. There's a few out there. This guy keeps submitting the same one. We'll do it. At Grizzly Scott, would you rather watch your parents have sex every week or join in once? I mean, I'm doing that though because Scott's submitted it every week, so hopefully it stops by now.
It's obviously really bothering him. I hate to think of the situation he's in where he
his parents have asked him to decide.
Yeah, they've said, "Look, son, you've come of age. We need you to make the decision here." I mean,
He in or out?
I hope that's not the case. Poor guy, if anything. Actually,
Yeah.
do you know what? I'm not going to answer the question, but Scott, if you need any more like advice, or just if you need a help or a sofa to stay on or anything, just reach out, dude. It'll be
Yeah, hit
okay.
Deeks up. Deeks has got you. He'll look after you.
Yeah. He'll probably pimp out your feet, but
Last one. Alcoholic beverage of choice. Last one. I think that's it anyway. There's a few more, but we'll wrap
let
it.
me think. Do you know I'm got a strange relationship with alcohol. I don't really care if I got told I couldn't drink any alcohol. Like if I was allergic to it, it wouldn't fuss me. I wouldn't be bothered in the slightest. That said, at the end of a hard day's riding, I enjoy a beer like anyone. It's not necessarily the taste though; it's the fizzy and cold aspect that I like. I think about a beer.
Yeah.
But I also quite like gin and tonic. If I'm on my own in an airport lounge, that's what I have on a plane. If I'm trying to make myself pissed and fall asleep, I'll have that on a plane.
Right. Nice.
Okay. How about you?
Same as you. I'm not really a drinky guy anyway. As we saw at the last thing, like not good at doing shots of things or anything. So it's
no one there really is though. Dude, when we did the Centurion, that's what's kind of funny about it. Like,
no one's
I understand
drinking.
It's weird for you to come from outside and then just be in this group of like people necking beers.
It's like
but
once every 10 years.
Yeah,
does
dude,
that.
no, none of us really drink. I'll be honest. I'm too much about tomorrow. Is the problem?
Yeah.
I think.
I'm looking forward to doing it again though. Freedom Ride.
Yeah, we've got to do second Centurion. Oh my god.
Do a mass Centurion at Freedom Ride.
It's so funny. It's like 3 pints or something in it. Bunch of lightweights.
I'm the same as you though, so I go I love a light beer, Bud Light, Coors Light, anything like that.
Yeah.
But then I love to get fruity, bro. Like I'll go pina colada all day long.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that either.
Pina colada on a hot day.
You know when you get like you get pissed off like cocktails and stuff, like the sugar on your teeth the next day.
Yeah.
It's just horrible, isn't it? Like
I'm not into it anymore. I just like water. Like I'm good with water and a coffee. Fine.
No.
There you go, everybody. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. Cheers to water. Oh, Georgie got a soda stream, so I have fizzy water quite a lot.
Nice fizzy water. That's posh. That's southern.
That's pretty fancy, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. River water a lot up here actually.
Bit of
a treat.
Is it? Yeah. River water. That's nice.
Bit of a treat.
Yeah, but you've got nice hills though, haven't you? So it's probably actually all filtered. Where's Buxton? That's up your way, isn't it?
Yeah, not far. Maybe 40 minutes or something.
There you go.
Did you know you can go to any spring and get water for free? Did you know that?
I didn't know. What, even Buxton?
Yeah. So there's a map online, and any of those springs you can just go. You can take a bucket. You can do whatever you want to do, and you can just get it for free. They have to give it away for free.
How interesting.
You can just find these places, and it's just like clean water ready to go.
Wow, there you go. Wicked.
So there you go. All right, it's been a wrap. It's been a blast. Thank you. It's been a wrap. It's a wrap. It's this. It's that. All the links are down below to get involved in the Focus Beat Your Screen Time campaign.
Yeah, we've got this.
We've
got this, haven't we?
We've got this. So we've done our first one. So we're at 3 hours for Olly. I'm at 2 hours 44. I'm going to try and beat it for the next episode. We're going to get it down, and we'd love to see yours as well. So if you can, send a screenshot and let's just see what we can do. Like, let's get your screen time down, and then make sure you're ready for the 5th of April.
Nice.
Where you can win a holiday to somewhere called Girona.
So we're actually
which is
practicing for it. It's in Spain, dude, not in Italy.
It's in Spain.
Are you crazy?
It's in Spain.
It's in
Crazy.
Spain.
What do you mean you don't know where Girona is?
Come on.
Okay, that's it really. Everything's down below, and thanks everyone for listening. Or watching. It's been a pleasure as usual to keep you guys entertained.
Absolutely. If you ask me right now what I've just talked about for the last hour or so, I would have not a clue, and that's how we're rolling.
That's
Sorry
exactly
about that.
Right.
Thanks for
That's
listening.
Exactly right.
You're the best. Ciao for now.
Peace.
Wow.